Hey, what's up everybody? My name is Chris Morin. I run an agency called Moonraker, and we work with therapists and group practices and other wellness providers. And I wanted to show an example here. These are some GeoGrid reports for local rankings to illustrate the progress that we've made since we started working with the Quantum agency. So just a disclaimer, as anybody that has been in SEO for a while knows, things can pop and then they can recede, and it's all about trending. And so we started to work with Quantum in earnest in about November of 2023. And so this client provides retreat services. So instead of weekly therapy, clients would come for like 3 to 5 days and get a whole bunch of work done at once. And so we're tracking keywords that are related to general therapy, like EMDR therapist, that's a type of therapy, EMDR therapy, and then also more specific ones like retreat center, retreat centers, and then therapy retreats. And so as you can see here, let's start at the top. So this was in complete obscurity for the term EMDR therapist. And then in March this year, we finally got a pop, and it's starting to bounce, but we had zero traction with any other white label providers for months and months. And finally it's starting to pop. Same with this term here, absolutely nothing. And then in March, finally popped. Retreat center, similar thing, had some rankings before, they faded away, and then finally we started to get some, and this might look worse than the month before it, but this is the first time that we broke into the second place spot right at the location, and that's how it starts. It's going to start radiating out from there. Retreat centers, nothing for the whole time we've been tracking it. We were running the campaign longer than this, and then in January finally started to pop. And we can see that there's that core of 3-pack rankings right in the middle, and I expect that to spread out. This term being a more specific term that is aligned with the actual business name, we were already ranking pretty well for therapy retreats, but you can see towards these population centers, Sacramento, Grass Valley up to the north here, still a lot of obscurity. And once we got started in November, you can see how it started to creep down, and now in April, we're starting to rank in the 3-pack, even in the population dense zone right in the center of the city. So I fully expect that this is going to be a solid green in the next few months. Same with therapy retreats, plural version of the same term. June of last year, poor rankings in these population centers. Once we got started in November, started to creep in, and now in April, solid 3-pack rankings through these whole areas. Similar things here, trauma therapist didn't pop until January, and now it's kind of bouncing around, but we still have that core of 3-pack rankings, and trauma therapy as well. And again, these aren't even really core keywords. These are very general keywords that people would look if they think they're looking for a weekly therapist. So this isn't even the main target of the campaign, and we're already starting to break into the top 3 for these as well. So overall, the services have been great. The results are really powerful. One thing that I love is that the quality of the content writing is exceptional. I've worked with a whole bunch of white labels. I'm not going to list anybody by name, but let's just say that the quality was subpar. And if it was good at some points, it did not stay that way. And this is the first time since working with different white label providers that I've actually enjoyed reading the content that is provided for my clients, because I actually learned something about what they do from reading it. It's that good. And it's long form. The technology that Quantum is using with the media room and the whole syndication infrastructure is fascinating and super effective. And, you know, Google is more and more about signals, authorship, etc., versus just sheer numbers of backlinks and things like that. So they're on the cutting edge. It's awesome. I'm finally satisfied with our provider and the quality of the services, and the results are awesome. So if you're on the fence, sign up and don't look back.